Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is this? Friday night already? Messages of love from above. So excited to be here. Happy St. Patty's Day to anyone that celebrates that. And before we get started into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. If you'd like to join me, whether you're watching this live or on replay, I'd more than welcome that. We can join together outside of space and time and just multiply some beautiful unconditional love to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and just come back to right here, right now. And just let that love just waterfall down into our hearts and just fill us up and overflow out to the world, surrounding the world in a giant bubble of love, unconditional love. Sparking everyone that is ready to a newer, deeper relationship with Spirit. Transforming the world from the inside out. And of course, if you yourself are in need of love tonight for your heart, your mind, your body, a loved one, a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we also send love out to you. Surround you like a giant hug from the universe, knowing that you are never, ever alone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that, for allowing me the space to do that. Before we get into the actual readings, I just wanted a couple quick announcements. As always, just want to make sure everyone knows. I do have a drawing each week on Mondays, and I'm celebrating the next two. I started last Monday, and I'm celebrating the next two for reaching 1,500 plus subscribers on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. I couldn't have done it without you, of course. I appreciate all the love, all the support. So giving back a 1 hour personal recorded reading each of the Mondays, and then also adding in 5 15-minute personal recorded readings. So I'll have a total of 6 winners on the drawing on Monday. And if you're interested in getting into that, here is the link to the video. I do put them out every Tuesday for the announcement of the next Monday's drawing, of what it's going to be about and how to do it. So if you have not already subscribed, I appreciate you considering doing so. And if you have subscribed, just make sure your notification settings are set to all, so you're notified of the giveaways, of the winners, and of any of the new videos that come out. So that is what we have there. And of course, like I said, happy St. Patty's Day. We have a special pick card on what blessing is coming your way. So if you want to check that out, you do have a choice between the different 3 different choices there. And of course, last Sunday we also had a pick a card that came out it was my mom's birthday. Mom's higher self coming through and allowing it to come through. So I do like that. And it looks like, all right, had a little message that the network was reconnecting there. So hopefully you heard all of that. But if not, you can check out the different pick cards that I just posted. And then, of course, lastly, if you have not checked out your March monthly, here's the playlist for the March monthlies. We have half of the month left yet. Can't believe we're halfway through and almost a fourth of the way through the year already. It feels like it's going to be a fast and furious one, like the last couple of years. And I'm going to go ahead and get my desktop all set up, and we'll get into the readings. If you are new to my channel or to these readings, how we handle them is I do go down the chat for the free readings, first come, first serve. So there's no special list. The chat is the list. If you put your question out, I'll go in order, and when I get to it, I will pull cards for it. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading. Spirit knows. They just will come through and give you answers, even if this human doesn't know the exact question. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I step out of the free readings and prioritize them. I also go deeper into those readings than the free readings. Once I'm done, I return back and continue going down the list. To make a donation, if you use the super chat down below, you can do that. YouTube does take a third of that for an administrative fee. If you want to make a donation another way, I do have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. All of that is listed in the pinned comment at the top and in the description box of the video down below as well. So that's the skinny. That's how it works. And let me just make sure I have this selected right. Here we go. And we will get into the readings. I am using the Naked Heart Tarot this weekend. It's one of my favorite tarot decks. And a couple of different oracle, if spirit so guides. But we will get started here. Hey, Felicia, good to meet you as well, and welcome everybody. Hello, all my favorite people. Of course, everyone's my favorite, right? But I appreciate all of you being here. Hope you've been having a wonderful Friday or Saturday morning, depending on where you're at in the world. And hope you have an amazing weekend. Yeah, Felicia, all you have to do is put your question or ask for a general reading, and I go down in order, first come, first serve, unless you make a donation, and then I prioritize those. So we will start here. I don't have any donations yet, so we'll start with Esmeralda. You are first up for your reading. Hello. So will you be adopting another cat this month? Oh, I like it. Let's take a look here. Yes, I do have, you have the Innocence of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. It's the first, this is the first card that came out, which does represent new opportunities. So this would be a yes, that you do have a new opportunity to adopt a new kitty. You have the Five of Swords, which does represent kind of conflicting energies. So, you know, it's thoughts and beliefs. So there might be some chatting going on about it with some, if I don't know if you have someone else in the home that's not so keen on it or not, but it works itself out. The five is a number of change, someone seeing things from a different point of view. And so I do see them finally seeing the light, and especially if they get to go with you. And if you're going to pick out a cat, I feel like things transform and things change. And they see things your way. But I definitely do see that adopting another cat this month, even if it causes conflict in the beginning, they come around. So I like it for you. Very good. So many blessings to you. Enjoy your new cat. I love cats. I have moved around so much that I haven't had cats in a while, and my host has a couple of big dogs, so I still get animal love every time I come and go. They love to give me love. All right, your dad. Yeah, that's the way it goes. And then they end up, you know, sleeping on your dad or whatever, right? I don't want no more cats. Oh, that's a cute cat, right? Too funny. All right. Well, many blessings. Butterfly, you are up next. And hello. You want to know, what does your last date feel now that you blocked him? Is he happy it's over or wanting commitment with you? You are absolutely welcome. I'm glad the last reading was on the button there for you. Let's see what we have going on here. So your last date here, now that you've cut it off, you know, I don't feel like they, one way or another, really. The three of, I'm sorry, the number three, which is the Empress, they call it Mother Earth or Earth Mother here. That shows new beginnings. It shows new things unfolding in their life, and the Innocence of Swords is the Page of Swords, new ways of looking at things. I really don't feel like that it's out of the ordinary for them to get blocked. I feel like they're like, oh, another one. I feel like they just kind of date a lot, if that makes sense. Um, I feel like they're like, okay, and they're just looking for, the next. I feel like they just kind of, because of, I don't feel like they're super, super have done a lot of self work yet, as far as their personality, and so they do a lot of fear based actions, and so they just go to the next, onto the next, onto the next, kind of serial. I don't feel like they are like a someone who like dates several people at the same time, but they date a lot of people, like serial monogamy, where it's like from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they're used to it. They're used to um, doing things that are not so intelligent or caring or sensitive, and so they're learning slowly, very slowly. Is what I feel, butterfly. That they're just like kind of, eventually it's gonna like, whoosh, wait a minute, this is why it's happening. So uh, that is what's going on, and I don't feel like, sometimes we think, what if I'm the one that just tells them everything that's wrong with them so they'll fix themselves and find love? Nah, you would just be talking to a wall. They have to learn the hard way, like most of us, right? But that's what they have for you right now, butterfly. So I wouldn't worry about it. You're just like one in a long line of wonderful experiences for them to learn, and you did your part and you're done. So I like that for you. All right, that's what they have for you, butterfly. So many blessings to you. Anya Ohuya, you are up next. Hello. And does Sarang still think about Ateshi? All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know around this here. That one and that one. Yeah, we got the Six of Cups, which is more of emotional memories. Not much thinking, as the Strength card is them. They're really getting to internalize a lot of things, and they're looking in here, and they're not like, it's not like they sit around remembering the emotions. I feel like they're doing a lot of inner work, getting to know themselves, and in doing so, some memories come up, some good memories. But I feel mainly with the Six of Cups is they're transforming some painful memories, and they're really. But I feel like it's all about self work. So if they're doing some self reflection, maybe even some journaling. I know, like, what? Really? But I feel like they're kind of doing this reflective mode. But I don't feel like they're like, oh yeah, I remember so and so. It's more like this heartache I want to work through, this disappointment I want to work through. And it's part of like the Six Cups are like six different people. They just happen to be one of the cups. So it's not like they're holding a flame for them or thinking about them or wishing they were back with them or anything. It's just more of their evolutionary process that they're going through. So that's what I feel is coming through right now for that, Anya. So many blessings to you. Enjoy, enjoy. You're welcome, butterfly. All right, spiritual gifts diva. You want to know here Rishikesh's thoughts about you. Let's take a look here. Hey, Angela. Long time no see. I'm doing very well. How are you? All right. Well, this is, I've got some interesting things happening here with the thoughts here. So they see you as this bright light, a bright sun. I think you've had this before, if you've asked that before. I just feel like, or someone did, where the sun, they see you as the sun, as a brightness in the world. I we've got the death and the rebirth too. So I see them. They see you as going through a rebirth. They see you as growing. They see you as moving, going through some beautiful cycles of change. They see you as such a bright light, though. And the Knight of Pentacles, the movement of Pentacles, is a slow-moving energy. So I feel like they they don't see you. They don't see you as slow. I just feel like they are very tentative. The Death card and the Sun card are major arcana, which they see you going through some major transformations in your life. And I feel like they are enjoying watching it, enjoying seeing the changes, but they're not. Um, it's like they're not jumping forward. They're not jumping into things like any kind of emotions or um, uh, involvement, if that makes sense. They just are witnessing this growth and this change within you, and they're um, the way that energy. And let me just put it this way, because this might make sense. It's like they're watching the progress and the change and the rebirth and things that you're going through, and they don't want to mess it up. It's funny. They don't want to mess it up. They're like, if I get in there, the whole thing, I might just totally, you know, stop the progress or impact it. And on the other hand, they're also like, they want to see what, after it's like a phoenix in a fire that's going on. They're like, they want to wait for the fire to burn down and the new phoenix to rise from it, because you're going through this amazing rebirth right now, or they sense that you are in the process or about to go through this huge like upgrade and such a change in your life, and they want to wait to see where everything lands before they um, allow themselves to become involved at all, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm picking up right now. Spiritual gifts, Eva. Very interesting. Haven't had that before. That's what's coming through. So many blessings. Hang in there. Enjoy your rebirth. I like that. And Esther E., you are up next. So will Julia, or the representation of Julia, I say Julia is not her real name. So this person who you are calling Julia, Spirit knows, will they return what belongs to you? Let's take a look here. You do have the Queen of Pentacles, which does show abundance coming, in the outside life, and the movement, or the Knight of Cups, which is movement of love, movement of emotion. So I do feel these are positive cards, because this would be, something on their heart, on Julia's heart. It moves her to bless you in the physical world. So I feel like they will either return what belongs to you or replace it, if that is so an option. I just feel like they will there it will move upon their heart to do something in the physical world to make up whatever to you in some way. So I like that. I feel like it may not be like today, but I feel like over the next I just feel like a week or two energy is how it happens. It's almost like they're waiting for a paycheck. I don't know. It feels like there's a reason why it's a week to 2 weeks. But that's what I have for you, Esther E. So many blessings to you. And Star Girl, hello, hello. So, Star Girl, you want to have some divine guidance? Let's take a look here, see what Spirit wants for you right now. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, you definitely have divine guidance around you. You have the Three of Cups, which the Three of Cups for me represents your spiritual posse. So all of your, angels, your guardian angel, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, ancestors, this whole slew of beings of unconditional love and light that are surrounding you, letting you know that you are not alone, that they are always around you 24/7. So even though you may not have people around you physically, you're never alone in the invisible world, in the spiritual world. And they just want you to know that as you're going through this, that you're really stepping in here with the Emperor, the Sky Father card, to really take control of your life. You're really stepping outside of this. This is like the Nightmare and Insomnia card, which represents all these expectations that were being placed around you. And it's such a great combination of cards here, because what happens here is the emperor has like a ton of people, like always like a king, and people in authority over, nations and kingdoms, whatever, have a lot of advisors around him telling him all the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, blah 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 blah. But at some point, the one in charge dismisses everyone out of the throne room or wherever, and then they make the decision. And I feel like that's what's going on in your life right now. When Spirit goes, you're not alone. If you need any support or any answers or any guidance, just ask. We'll be happy to, but we're not going to be the ones blabbing. They honor your free will. They honor your power of choice. But if you, of your own free will, ask them for help and guidance and signs, they will for sure tell you if you want any of it. But it is you stepping into authority and taking everyone's advice, under advisement, but it doesn't mean you have to take it on as your own opinion and as your own decisions. So I like that for you, Star Girl. That's what the divine has for you right now. So whatever decisions need to be made, you get to make them based on what you feel is right, with everyone's opinion. And if you need help with any kind of answers, any additional information or guidance, I would trust the higher realm. They're the eye in the sky. They're outside of space and time. They know all. So we'll do that. And if 1 and 7 or 17 mean anything to you, on my computer right now, of course, it's March 17th and it's 7:17 p.m. So big, huge angelic numbers there, if those mean anything to you, or if you've been seeing those lately as well. All right. And that's what they have for you right now, Star Girl. So many blessings to you. All right. And next up for the next free reading is Ms. Draw. And you'd like to know what for the rest of the month of March. What would Spirit like you to know? All right. Well, the first card that popped up here is the Three of Pentacles, which this is, the Three of Pentacles is like being true to the authentic you card. What you have going on with any decisions, any choices, activities, be yourself. Don't be drawn off by the others. Don't feel like you're being pushed by someone behind you to do something, or you have to follow someone else's lead. You get to be true to you and make decisions that are yours and yours alone. Again, kind of like we were just talking about with the king, with the emperor. Everyone has their opinions and expectations, but ultimately you live your life and you have to live with the circumstances and the repercussions of your choices. So you get to make choices on your own, because the other card that comes up is the Innocence of Wands, the Page of Wands, which is you again, standing in your power. You are focusing your energy on what you want to bring into your life, not what everyone else does. I like the Six of Pentacles coming in there, because it's like them saying, when you do this, when you stand on your own, like morals and your own desires and your own authentic self, and make the decisions and invest the energy in those directions, it ends up being beneficial. Six of Pentacles is a abundance type of card, where you have enough for you and you have enough for others too. So I really like this for the month of March here. They're really saying, march to your own drum. And it is beneficial for you, more beneficial for you than trying to, do what everyone else is wanting you to do, because it won't be fun, number one. And we want to do it the right way anyway, don't we? Which is your way. And I don't say that in a sarcastic way. It's just the way it is. You're like, no, I am going to enjoy it more if I do things my way. You guys do things your way, I will do things my way, and I like that. So that is what they have for you, Ms. Draw. I like it. I like it. All right. Next up, we have Divine Goddess. Hello, hello. Regarding your spouse, or your spouse is on your horizon, and anything that they'd like you to know about them. All right. So let's take a look here. So we do have the Ten of Wands, which does show that it's an individual that, they had a long journey. They learned a lot, though, because, here's all the stuff they learned. But the Ten of Wands is like they are at this wonderful change in their life where they're leaving behind where they're investing so much energy, and they're getting ready to super focus it just in a couple of areas. The energy I'm picking up here, especially with the movement of swords, which is the Knight of Swords, it can be a pursuit. Like if this was a pursuit of higher education, this means they're graduating. It's that kind of energy where they've been investing a lot, a lot, a lot, and now they're getting the benefits of it. It's unfolding for them, and they're completing it, and they're going to have so much more time on their hands. It's like they were working and they were going to school and getting higher education or masters, or they were doing more, and they were doing this, and they were moving and getting their house together. And wow, it's like all this stuff they've been having their hands in, like 10 different fires, like the Ten of Wands, but things are completing where all that energy, there's so much more going to come back to them where they can um, super focus their energy on other things in their life, like love, right? We're like, yay, that's good. So get that foundation going, have it all set. And then the movement of swords. The Knight of Swords is also there. I feel like they're in pursuit of higher truth, like they're or higher education, always learning something, learning, learning, learning. So very mental in a positive way, but they're always just interested in. They're always reading something, always taking a course, studying, whatever it may be. They're always looking to keep their mind active and growing, which is good. But that's what they have to share with you right now, Divine Goddess. So many blessings to you. All right. And CC Lindsay, you are up next. So, does Ken have good intentions and feelings towards you currently? Let's take a look. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. So they've got a lot of passion here for sure. We've got the Spirit of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Innocence of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So definitely, this is fire energy, a lot of fire. So I feel like they have a lot of, you know, uh, like I said, passion is different than emotion. You know, they're of course they're related because, but usually we have like our body and our passion and our is activated first. We're like, whoa, who's that? A lot of passion and energy that pops in, and then eventually love and things work themselves out, right? So I feel like there's a lot of passion, though. I don't feel like a lot of emotion. There's a lot of feelings going on, but not emotion. Which, so hopefully that makes sense. It's more physical, energetic type of stuff rather than the other. So I like it because it's better than having no passion, right? But if you've been seeing each other for a while and you're not seeing the other come to fruition, then that just tells us, what's going on. They just have a lot of that energy, and I feel like overall, maybe they're a fire sign. They just have a lot of fire, fire, fire uh, about a lot of things in life, right? They're just very not that they're quick tempered, but they will be very excited about things. But it burns out fast too, right? So that's what they have right now here for you. Um, so I don't feel like they're bad intentions. I just feel like there's just a lot of fire energy there. So that's what they have for you, Lindsay. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. And Mira, you'll be the next free reading up. I do have a donation though. Thank you so much, Aaron. Good to see you again. Hope you've had a great day. And you want to know, what is Spirit trying to say to you about this assignment you're to complete? You keep getting a message about passion, but you're not passionate about anything. Right. And can we use oracles and tarot? Yeah, absolutely. I love oracle cards too. I have over 100 decks. I lost count at 100. So I do love them for sure. So I actually learned oracle cards and used oracle cards for readings for like a decade before I started tarot. It was my stubborn Aquarius energy. I didn't want anyone telling me what something means, which I still don't with tarot. I have the basic meanings that they're supposed to mean, but we still listen to Spirit, right? There you go. So we're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what the Spirit Animals have to say. And then we'll also pull an Energy Oracle card here for you. These are the two Oracle decks that I'm using for readings. And so let's take a look here and we'll see what comes through. And then we can grab some that. We got the turkey spirit coming on. Gobble, gobble. I like that. And give with gratitude and grace. So let's see what they have here about what's this assignment. So the turkey spirit's message for you is that you always have the potential for manifesting a rich reality. For the turkey represents generosity and a celebration of abundance through giving to others. Give freely without expectation, and you shall receive, for the manifestation of abundance is happening right now. So align with it by sharing your good fortune with others, whether you give money, loving guidance, the gift of listening, or kindness in any form. Immerse yourself in the flow of generous abundance, being a channel for the turkey spirit and the desire of spirit to see all beings experience the blessing of plenty. Give with gratitude and grace from a wellspring of love and compassion, knowing that spirit will respond by giving you all that you need in this moment and all moments to come. So I really feel like the energy coming through with the turkey spirit is, you have this wellspring of love and compassion within you, and it's how do you uniquely want to share that love with the world, right? That's the biggest thing. Whenever we are told, there's this passion that you want to live and you need to express that to the world, and we're like, but what is it? Because we sometimes we can get so caught up and I don't want to do the wrong thing that we don't see the thing that our heart wants to do that makes our heart sing. That it could even be going back to a childhood, type of reflection, to see what is it that I wanted to do that was like I enjoy doing, but I've told that no, to give and to be able to share, you have to do something like this. If you're spiritual, like the world said, you need to do this type of work to be spiritual and to touch and help the world. But some people can touch the world through painting, through making macrame, crochet, making pot holders, um, giving plants. Like, someone has a greenhouse and they sell plants and they're able to give plants away too. Or, there's so many things. And I feel like you will see this. The other card you have here, which I want to show you this because look at this reflection. It's almost like it's looking in a mirror, right? So you have card 61 and then 19, which those are reversed, right? It almost reminds me of Gemini, how it has they're like opposite. It's like a 6 and a 9, but it's like like that. And I like this rest and rejuvenation coming in here for you, because I feel like it's in resting your mind and kind of stepping back, that and getting out of the mind of all the supposed to be's, the should be's, and need to be's, then connecting to your high heart, your spiritual heart, and to go, how does my heart want to uniquely give this unconditional love to the world, right? Because this card, of course, shows someone in a meditative and tranquil state. And the message here is that it's time to relax. You may have been busy lately, which you always are, right? But you should soon be finding more time to just let go. And when you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. This card indicates that there should be more leisure time for you coming up and more of an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking. So make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. So now is a great time to make sure you insert this gentle activity into your daily life. In many ways, this is a far more productive than unceasing action. So, it's bringing in that, kind of energy of, if it's activity, trying to do all the things that we feel we're supposed to do and should do and need to do, right? That we're like, well, what is it? It's like stepping away and getting calm and getting peaceful and really, like it's showing here, just really allowing spirit to come in and just understand, connect with our heart. What is it that you truly would make your heart sing? Let's pull some tarot here too. See what else they want to add into that. Yeah. Yeah. Because you've got the Chariot, which is about the power of choice. And I like them saying that, we can sometimes feel like, I don't want to make a wrong choice. I don't want to make the wrong choice and not make the creator and spirit world, unhappy. And them going, oh, you missed the mark or whatever, right? Because we're taught that so much in every area of our life as well. But this is us realizing we have free will and the power to choose. Not only do we have the power to choose what story we apply to any situation, we get to choose what emotion we want to feel as we go through it and what energy we want to invest in each moment. So regardless of how it unfolds, whatever choices we make, it's basically spirit saying there's no wrong choice. There's just things that are more in alignment with what you want to do and what your heart wants to do and how it wants to sing. Because here we have the Strength card, which is your human self joining with your higher self and connecting inward, so that it does reinforce, the turning inward and upward to really understand what it is that your higher self, represented by the infinity symbol there, what is it that you want to do and how do you want to, how to unfold, which is interesting because you got 61 plus 7, which is the choice card, and then you have 19, which if you subtract 9 plus 1, you get the 8. So there's all this planning and coming together. There's all this reflection that's happening here. And then the last card that popped up was your Heart of Pentacles, the Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Get out into nature if you can to get clarity, but really focus in on what makes you happy. The Mother Nature, Mother Nurture energy that pops in is about putting yourself and your heart first and going, what do I want? Not what I've been told I'm supposed to want and to do, but the journey of it too is such an important piece of it, because on the other side, back home, we don't get to have the journey of the discovery of going like on a scavenger hunt of finding what our life purpose and our passion is, right? Over there, we tap into the omniscience of the Creator, and if we want to know something, we know it. We want to. What is it like over there? Psh, we're there. We don't get to walk and have a journey. So part of the journey of understanding what your passion is and what you want to do, and this assignment, it's like there's no wrong, experience. There's no wrong choice. We'll have fated events. What's meant for us will never pass us by. The rest of it is up to us. It's like a grandparent taking a grandchild to the park. There's no wrong way to go play. They take us to the park, and our whole purpose of going to the park is to experience the park and understand ourselves, interact with other children at the park. And so there's not this judgment or a right or a wrong thing to do. It's like whatever experience you have is the perfect one for you, right? And so that's when spirit doesn't have a should. The spirit world has there's different choices, and they just feel differently. And if you make a choice and you don't like it, you can change it. And they're like, they don't judge us and go, oh, you shouldn't have. They're like, you shouldn't have gone on the swing first. You should have gone on the seesaw. They don't care. They're like, you having fun? Yes. Oh, good. Go have some more fun. So I like that. There's this freedom that's coming with this. And sometimes, like I said, we can get so caught up in our mind of, I don't want to make the wrong choice, that we get caught up in the supposed to's and the shoulds rather than allowing our heart to guide us on the path. And so that's what they have for you right now, Aaron. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. And enjoy the unfolding of the adventure. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. So for the free readings, we had left off with Mira. So Mira, you'd like a spirit message. Let's take a look here and see what they have for you. We got some balancing energy coming in here in your outside world, because you have the Two of Pentacles, which is this balancing of the upper realms and the lower realms, and just a balancing of your outside world in general. And you also have the Spirit of Swords here. Now, the Spirit of Swords, it would be the King of Swords in the Standard Tarot. And not only does the king rule over the air or the swords, but all the kings in all of the major arcana are given a second portion of air. So double, really a lot of stuff going on in your mind here, a lot of thinking. I like this balancing coming in, though, because it's like you're seeing things from different perspectives. You're connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm, and it's allowing you to cut away some of the thoughts and beliefs that you have that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love, fears of things not unfolding the way that you're told they're supposed to and should, need to, and have to, and must. And it's allowing you to have more peace, more love, and more balance coming in, because it doesn't feel so lopsided, and you don't feel like nothing's unfolding the way it's supposed to. And you're like, well, who says it's supposed to unfold any certain way? And there's this freedom that comes in with this reflection. So I feel like it is a very reflective time, and balance is the key. And when you feel out of balance, step back, take a lot of deep breaths, and then just try to see it from a higher point of view that's not rooted in rules of humans and of fear, but from an unconditional loving point of view. Like, see it through heaven's eyes, right? So I feel like that is what the spirit message is for you right now, Mira. So many blessings to you, and hopefully that helps out. Excellent. So glad that helped out, Erin. All right. Rhonda. Hello, hello. And you'd like a general message. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know right here, right now? So you've got the heart. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. You have the Heart of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Sky Father, which is the Emperor. So the Emperor, this is Aries energy, which does represent newness, but also stepping into control, making decisions for yourself, not allowing other people to do it for you. And this is regarding new love and also following your heart, following your intuition and your gut. There is this, this is the chalice, the Holy Grail, which is full of the unconditional love from up above. So you're drawing deep into your heart and deep into your emotions. But this is where you find this chalice, which allows you to fill up and realize, the outside world, the outside things, they don't fill us up. We realize with relationships and those the love that we find on the outside, it's pretty bitter, it's pretty sour compared to what we find when we turn inward here. Then it transforms everything you see on the outside world. We're drawn and pushed and pulled in all sorts of directions around love in the outside world, but this emperor is really stepping up, and this is you stepping up into you deciding what things mean. You decide um, what love means, and where you're gonna look for it, and what releasing the expectations you have around it, around the supposed to be's and the shoulds and the need to be's, right? So it's a lot of our journey is the journey of love, trying to return back to finding unconditional love, but we're all taught to look for it out here, which, that's where the song Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places came out. I'm just kidding. It could have been, you never know. But that's what we do. We look for love out there and we're like, we eventually turn inward and go, there it is. It's where I've been looking for all along. But I love this strength of the Emperor that's kicking in, this deep diving of the Queen of Cups into your intuition, your gut, and your deep emotions, and finding this beautiful treasure. So that's what they're focusing on right now here for you. So that is what they have for you, Rhonda. I like it. So many, many blessings for you. I like it for you. All right. And Dollface Diva, you'll be the next one up here. Let me just take a quick sip here. Hello. Okay, so Dollface Diva, general for the weekend. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know for the weekend. Okay, anything else? Okay. So we have the Heart of Pentacles coming up, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. The moon, maybe it's time to get out and look at the moon. Do we have a full moon? Maybe? I'm not sure. Check the moon cycles. But this is definitely emotion. Mother Nature and Mother Nurture giving you the attention, the love this weekend, making yourself a priority. And with the moon card, this too is about the deep, emotions that flow way down underneath the surface. But also, it's about timing. There's endings and beginnings. There's the new moon is planting new seeds. The full moon is releasing things, knowing what to release. And I feel like there's a multitude of different things happening at the same time this weekend, with things ending, things beginning. But the big thing is with the Queen of Pentacles. It's to choose, make choices for you. We can have huge hearts, which most people that are in the chat here, right? We all have huge hearts, and we'll tend to sacrifice ourselves when making decisions instead of going, you know what, this time I'm going to do something that I want to do. Like if someone asks you, what do you want to go? Let's go eat somewhere. And you're like, well, I'd like to go to this restaurant and try it out. And they're like, what? You're wanting something? Usually you just go with whatever we want. This is the weekend of you choosing for you and saying, could we do this? I'd like to go do this. And if there's decisions to be made about letting things go, you make them based on what's good for you. And then also, if there's new things to start up, also that are good for you. So not putting you at zero, at least keeping half of it about you, which is important. So I like that for you for this weekend. So enjoy that. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list. And so, Manur Riaz Gadar, you definitely can ask a question. All you have to do is post it down. And this is for anyone that's asking in the chat too. Yep, you don't even have to ask a question. The chat is the questions. You just put it down in the chat. If you don't want to put a specific business out there, you can ask for a general reading. And then for the free readings, I go first come, first serve in order. So pop your questions down and I will continue down to the list for you guys. And if anyone wants to prioritize the reading, of course, a donation of any kind, I do honor that energy exchange and I make that priority. And I do dive deeper into those as well. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list. Okay, and you did right after this. It was just mixed in with all my blabbing at the beginning. You want to know, what are Aries' current feelings towards you, Manur? So let's take a look here. What are Aries' current feelings towards you? All right. Well, we do have kind of interesting energy. We've got the Three of Cups, which is a joy and celebration card, but we also got a lot of thinking going on here. This is like the Ace of Swords, which is helping balance between old ways of thinking, if they have like expectations around relationships or you in specifically, but I feel more in general, they're just like really looking into their mind and trying to balance things out, trying to cut away old ways of thinking that may have, made them feel out of balance and not allowed them to feel joy in the past. And I like the Tower card, even though it looks kind of scary. The Tower card tells us that whatever happens in life happens for us. If something's removed out of our life, it's removed out of our life for us to make space for new things to come in, or to clear our path to help us go, in a direction more in alignment with our higher self. So I feel like they're joyful. They have some joy, but they got a lot of things on their mind around relationships and I feel like just a lot of stuff they're trying to balance. And it probably has to do with this Tower card, which they might have a lot of stuff coming in and out of their life. And maybe they've had people that have left their life abruptly, which is where some of their fears are in and why they might be slow to move forward, slow to act on things and to bare their hearts. Because one, I feel like they're a big thinker, but the other is because they've had pain in the past, where they feel like they would get close to people and then people would leave, or they'd have to move away, or they'd pass away or something. It's just like they have this not tendency, but hesitancy to commit their heart and to open their heart. So I feel like this is a lot what's going on. Even though in Aries is usually fire, 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 which they probably have fire, 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 and moved very fast in the past, and then it got burned by their own fire energy. And so now they've learned to hesitate and to wait around this. So I like that they're working it out, though, in their minds. So that's what they have right now for you. So hang in there, Manure. Many blessings to you. And Felicia, hello, hello. So nice to meet you as well. And you want to know, is anything good coming towards you? Let's take a look. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Okay. Now, I know this doesn't look at first glance as good, but it really is. Because you got the Devil card. You're like, no, not the Devil card, but this is good. This is your shadow. Saturn energy, which rattles our cage to set us free from the cage, which this is the Six of Swords. This is you moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. The old ways of thinking, the fears that we've had, that's what the devil brings to us, brings to our face. That's why it rattles our cage so that we realize, oh, we are in a cage. I didn't even realize I was, the restrictions and the feeling small and feeling like you can't move in directions or anything. It's because we have these mental cages of our fears of losing conditional love, different things, and that's what the shadow brings in for us. It brings it, and usually not in subtle ways. They'll have like experiences happening in the outside world that will show you things like an example they're bringing back to mind is like was it last year? I think it was last year. In a matter of a week, I had five people contact me. Like my mom contacted me to say her neighbor in her apartments had passed away. Another friend of mine notified me that their husband passed away. Another one had a mentor that passed away. Another friend had one of their other close friends that tried to commit suicide, and someone else that had like someone close to him that died. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when it's that obvious, where it's like in your face, we realize, okay, I'm supposed to be learning something through this right now. And that's what's happening here. And that's why it's good, because it's being brought to you and you move. You have this movement of thought and belief that frees you, that allows you to feel this freedom. So whether it's around relationships or jobs or education or body or actual movement of moving locations or anything to do with financial and possessions, whatever it is, these thoughts and these beliefs, there's transformation and change happening that really opens you up to opportunities and possibilities you wouldn't think you would have had before. So if you've been having a lot of this, like things pop up and go, what is going on? What are you trying to tell me? That's what's been going on. And if not, you might just be really reflect and see, where have I been seeing patterns? Because if it hasn't happened, it's about to. But it's for you, which is great because it frees you. So that's what they have for you, Felicia. Many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. Devil. Thank you so much, Felicia. I really appreciate that. Very good. Thank you for your kind words. All right. So many blessings and love to you. Vidi, Jalan, you are up. Hello. So how is the weekend going to be like for you? Let's take a look here and see what they have going on here. All right. Well, you've got a couple hearts here. Wow. So you have the heart of, and she's been coming out a lot, the heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is the combination of these. I feel like it's going to be a weekend of you're going to have some alone time, because the Four Pentacles is reminding me of like house, four walls, and the Queen of Pentacles is about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. I feel like it's a time for some you time this weekend. Taking time for you, taking time to regenerate, rest, or if that means getting a massage or getting a pedicure or manicure or just a hot bath, whatever it is, it's time to pamper and nurture yourself this weekend. And I like that for you here, because the other combination was the Nine of Swords, which is nightmare and insomnia. So you might have been having trouble sleeping, but you also have a lot of energy that's coming in here with the heart, the Queen of Wands. So a lot of energy that's been going on. I feel like you've been having to do a lot in the outside world. A lot of people like almost demanding your attention, demanding your energy. And you're like ready to focus on you this weekend to regenerate, and to just rest, have that battery recharged. The Heart of Wands is someone that she knows how to super focus her energy. So if you have to do something, just do it and get it done with and complete it so that you can rest and just have time for you, or just time to just chill. I feel as what is on the plate. At least that's what Spirit would recommend for you for this weekend. So I like it for you, VD. And that is what they have. So many blessings. All right. All right, Angela. So let's take a look here. So you want to know about David. So let's take a look here and see what's going on with David. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. Well, there's some fire going on around here, which is all right. I feel like this is what's going on with David themselves. So we've got the Innocence of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. I like this for them because I feel like they've got some new passion, some new drive, some new energy. I feel like have kind of felt down lately. It's almost like they felt like they were existing instead of living. But there's a new passion coming in that is allowing them to feel like they're living. They have something, I don't want to say to live for, but to live for. It's like, not that they necessarily were like suicidal or anything, but they just felt like, ugh, what am I waking up for? I don't have anything I really want to wake up for. But now I feel like they do. They have this energy that's coming in. I mean, because they both have wands both here. And the Seven of Wands, even though it looks kind of cat hissy right here, this is about them. The Seven of Wands is like someone's up on a hill. Someone's being seen. Someone has something wonderful happening in their life. And then there's other people that feel low about themselves that are like, oh, now they feel even lower, and they attack the person in a way. Like, why are you being so happy? Come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us, because misery does love company. And I feel like, they have something exciting happen in their life, and it's been a while since they've had it. And some other people are not so excited about it because they liked it when they were down and feeling low because that made them feel good about themselves. I know, right? But it happens. That's what happens when a human is in fear. It looks for whatever it can to feel good about itself and feel in control. And so that's what the individuals are doing. So I like this energy that David has going on from. So if you're in their life and you're able to give them a pat on the back and going, I'm so happy for you, to kind of counter the people that are bringing them down, then I like that for them. So that is what they have right now for you, Angela, regarding David. So many blessings to you. Enjoy. You're welcome, Felicia. All right. And then the next free reading will be Daisy, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Rose Flower, for your donation. And you would like a reading about finances. What is coming up? Absolutely. So let's take a look here and see what the Spirit wants you to know around finances coming up. All right. Well, okay. Anything else? All right. I guess so. Well, I like that card. That's the only one that made itself known. Let's look at these others here, though. Okay. Well, this is pretty hopeful. Starting off, because you do have the Star card, which is the hopeful card, very much Aquarian energy. But it's like a wish fulfillment type of card. It's like wish upon a star. What is your wish? What do you want from finances? I feel like getting really specific around them is important because you also have the High Priestess, which the High Priestess steps back into her High Priestess temple, really analyzes things, looks into the hidden and the unknown, connects to the spirit world, gets down into the emotions. And so I feel like this is really understanding specifically what is it that you want around finances, because you also have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is also about getting mental clarity around things. The Ace of Swords allows you to connect to the capital teachers of the higher realm, which allows you to cut away some fears you might have around finances or some expectations that have been built up around finances, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be. And so we get stressed out when we're trying to meet up to someone else's wish of what abundance and financial success should be, right? And I like this. They're asking for you to have clarity around what you want, because wherever your energy is what's growing and expanding, right? So if you know what you want, then you start to have gratitude for what you do have, and you start focusing your energy on what you want to draw into your life. If we don't know what we want, we feel like we're missing things, and our energy will focus in on missing. Like, I feel like I'm missing, I don't have enough in life. And then our energy grows the missingness. It doesn't bring in to fill the missingness. It just hears us going, I'm missing. They're like, oh, they like missing stuff, so let's bring in more stuff to miss. No. Or we focus on what we don't want in our lives and we feed that, right? Basically, whatever we fear, if we fear something's being removed from our life, our energy will repel it. If we fear something will come into our life, we're like, shh, zzz, and we draw it into our life. So I like this clarity of what does success mean for you, financial or otherwise, and then start focusing your energy and gratitude for what you do have, and what focus your energy on what you want to draw in. Because when you do that, this is like one card that made itself known right off the bat, the Wheel of Fortune. You have endings and beginnings coming up, which are turning the wheel towards fortune. It's where even your human side feels like the situation is for you and it's fortunate. So I like that. It just means that the energy that they're wanting you to look at is just really getting in tune with your energy and what you truly want out of life, financially, abundance, whatever it may be, because that energy is what draws things into you, which then it really speeds things up. So the more you do the looking into, the faster the wheel spins and the faster it brings it to you as well. So very, very fortunate reading, literally, regarding finances. So I like that for you, Rose, and it's in your energies in your hands, which is where we want it to be, right? We don't want that to be in someone else's hands. So that is what they have for you right now, Rose Flower. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And we are back to the free readings, and we left off with Daisy. Hello. So should you change your studying routine for your biology class? Studying the long way. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on here. Yeah, I think so. I mean, here you have the sage, the student. So this is definitely you doing a lot of studying. And they have the innocence of pentacles, the page of pentacles, which is something new in the outside world. So this would be an encouraging you to have a studying, like change your routine around, your studies there. And you have the movement of cups, the Knight of Cups, the movement of emotion. So definitely, that it's understandable that you can burn out with that. And sometimes we can study so much that our brain is just, it's a sponge. And you know how, like, after so much soaking of it, it can't take it on anymore. So it needs time to process. So splitting it out, where maybe you study for an hour and then you take a 5-minute break. Maybe you study for an hour and take an hour to go for a walk. Study for another hour. Break it up and allow your time to process the mental things, right? And allow yourself to have fun. That's the big thing with that Knight of Cups, is have movement of emotion. Do things that move you emotionally, and enjoy it. And you'll be able to study and absorb more, because your brain won't be tired of thinking because it had breaks. So I do like that. Very much a thumbs up on your recommendation there. So that's what they have for you, Daisy. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. All right. And next up, we do have Queen Bee. And you want to know general love reading, what good is coming your way. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. Wow, I like it. You do have an ending and a new beginning coming here, which is very abundant feeling as well. Tens are endings and new beginnings. Pentacles is the outside world. So you do have this significant change coming in the outside world, as well as the full card. The full card is 0. It's the first card of the major arcana, which means you're leaving old ways and old cycles behind to begin a new adventure regarding love. And I like this because I feel like you're literally, I think physically looking for love in a different direction. But the full card is also that your pursuit of love, your approach to love is more fresh and and I was like clean. I don't know what that would mean, but cleaned out, like expectations gone. The full card is like a baby, a young child who has little rules that have been imposed on them yet, and so they feel like the world is wide open and things can come in so many ways to you, and there's these miracles that can happen because we haven't learned to put all these, blinders on, where all these expectations don't allow us to see everything out here and out here because it's all blinded, right? So I feel like this is a change, a significant change that you're making in the outside world. Like you're not going on dating sites and you're not going to bars and all the regular places that we're all taught. This is where you're going to go find love. And you're like, you'll find love, but it's going to be a unique kind of love, not the love you're looking for. And I feel like you're starting to do things that you love to do, right? So it's like um, instead of going to places where you think you'll find people, you're doing what you love, and then you're going to find people there that have common interests. So I feel like you're having this switch and this change in this approach with you're going like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm just giving up on trying to do it all the old way. I'm going to go do what I love and I'll find someone to love. When I do that. And that's what Spirit is like, yeah, that's true. You will. So I like that for you, Queen Bee. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All righty. And I think we are to Mez P. Hello, hello. And you would like to know what is happening in your work as you've applied for promotion. All right, let's take a look here, see what Spirit has for you. And what else? All right. Well, I do like this for you. The Magician card is coming in, which is all about energy and focus and manifestation and really taking the initiative. So definitely this promotion, this, putting your energy forward, feeling like you have the tools to do the jobs and to do the things that you want, definitely supported here with that energy. You do have the Sage and the Heart of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she balances the mind, and all the queens are given water, so it's with the heart and the emotions. Um, I feel like here you are in this process of really trying to understand what it is you truly want. Who do you truly want to be? Because the sage here can represent, the search of who am I? What do I want? And I like this that a lot of times we go off of what the mind really wants, what we've been told all our lives we're supposed to do, should do, need to do, have to do, work, love, whatever it may be. We're given a ton of it, right? But the heart gets to have a seat at the table. And I feel like if you don't get this promotion, it would be fine, right? And if you get the promotion, it would be fine. I feel like that part of this energy that's popping up here with the magician too is you discovering what it is you truly want to do in your life. What would make your heart sing? Um, if this promotion is what would make your heart sing, like this is what my life's work is, this is the legacy I want to live, this is how I want to impact the world, then boom, do it, and you will move forward with this, right? If it's not, I mean, because you can be truly, you can be a manager, you could be a supervisor, you could be, you know, there's just so many ways we can express love and be just the most loving, supportive manager there is, right? That could be my purpose. It could also be, I could be the person who collects the garbage, on the streets, and I could be, whatever we're doing when we feel we're living our dream, we're gonna enjoy it and love it. And I feel like this is the energy that's coming in here is you're at this point of time of really discovering what is it that makes your heart sing, not what your mind was like the checking off what everyone says this is what you should do, but what does your heart go, this is what I want to do, it will make me so happy. That's what they want you to pursue. So that's why I'm saying I'm not necessarily sure if this promotion is like what would make your heart sing. It might just make your mind happy because it feels more secure and more money, etc. But your heart's like, yeah, it'd be fine. But to do this, I would love, I'd be super excited to wake up every morning, type of thing. So I feel that's kind of where you're headed with all of this, which I like. So that is what they have for you right now, Ms. P. So many blessings to you. All right. So continue moving down the list here. You're very welcome. Nusa Miranda, hopefully I don't see that you put a question, but you definitely can ask a question. If you want do you want a general reading or a specific question, just pop it down below and we will pull cards for that. Oh, Rhonda. Thank you so much. You know I love you. Hey, Dandara. All right, I'm just reading down here. Oh, there we go. So Dandara, looks like your question is up next here. And so will H talk to you after your disagreement yesterday? Ooh, let's take a look here and see what's going on there. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of time before it happens. I mean, this Heart of Pentacles has been popping up a lot, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. I feel like they're taking time to themselves to really understand and to feel the feels. The Five of Cups tells us it's okay. No emotion is wrong. We're here to feel all the emotions, especially the Three Cups that are are lower, the lower energy type of emotions that are rooted in fear of losing conditional love. And, it's okay to feel those. That's the Five of Cups, is basically to tell us that, to reinforce that no emotion is wrong or right. They just bring different things, which the other two cups tell us that we have the emotional choice. We get to choose how we feel about any situation. No one can choose it for us. Now, we can make it harder or easier for people to choose fear or unconditional love, which are what our two choices are every moment. But ultimately, we decide what we're going to feel. So there's this empowerment that's coming through this situation, through this disagreement. As I get to choose what I feel, they get to choose what they feel. But let me look at, why did I feel what I wanted to feel? And Mother Nature, Mother Nurture with the Queen of Pentacles is about a kind of a birthing and understanding, and looking into, why did I want to experience this with this person, right? I get to reflect on this, and I can't control. I don't know what triggered them. I can only know what triggered me, because a disagreement requires two people to disagree. Someone can be like, "This is what I believe," and we can go, "Well, you're wrong." Well, there we go, right? Someone goes, "This is what I believe," and you're like, "Well, it's interesting. Thank you for that, viewpoint." And if they try to make us, you have to believe the way I believe, we're like, well, I hear you, and I just want some time to contemplate this and think through this, because I was raised to think a different way, but I want to think about what you're saying. We don't have to engage in it, but when we have a fear that gets triggered, it doesn't matter. When our human child self, we have an inner child, right? When it feels unsafe or out of control, it's out of the human adult mind, and we become cats, right? We hiss and we attack, or we hiss and we attack and run away. And so when there's a disagreement, there's two hissing cats, that means two people went into fear mode. You can't really do anything about their trigger of fear, but you can look at yours and see what you want to learn through this. Because I feel like the pause before they'll talk to you again is for both of you to really reflect on. You can't reflect for them, you can only reflect for yourself and go, what did I learn about myself through this experience? And I feel like that's what Spirit wants to just bring forward for you, as a possibility for you to do while you're waiting. And the more you work on that and reflect on that, the faster the communication comes back as well. So that's what they have for you, Dandara. Many blessings to you. Right. So continue looking down the list. Well, thank you so much, Dandara. I appreciate that. You guys. Really appreciate you. Golden, you are up next. So anything about your soulmate? Let's take a look here. Let's see. Whoa, what's going on here? What do they want you to know about your soulmate? Okay. Well, it looks like you have here some opportunities that are on the horizon, because you do have the Magician card, which is wherever you're focusing your energy is what's growing and expanding. And I really feel like what you've been focusing on here with the Queen of Swords is the balancing of the heart and mind, which some of these cards were just out a little bit ago. They're here, bang, coming out again, which shows you that the energy that you're investing in, what you're thinking about and what you're feeling, is what grows and expands. And I feel like you've been really trying to intentionally realize what your thoughts are and your inner talk and beliefs are, and your emotions, what you're focusing your emotional energy on. Because you do have the Ace of Pentacles coming, which one is that you're looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a brand new, higher way, but also is bringing in new opportunities for you. The Magician being the number one card and an ace. I like those for you. So it shows you that when you're focusing your mental choices, like what story am I putting to things, what emotions am I choosing to feel, where am I investing my energy, we have such an important role in co-creating our life, that when we focus in on gratitude for what we do have, we have more things to be grateful for that come in. When we focus on what we do want rather than what we don't want, we draw more of that. And the more we work on our self-love, of course, we raise our love vibration higher and higher. And we draw in things that are similar to it, because like attracts like. When we have lower vibrational thoughts and emotions and energies we focus on, those are like the lower vibration related to fears of losing conditional love somehow. When we focus on what we're missing, what's in our life that we don't like, or like I said, the fears that will draw in, or things will leave our life, our energy makes it happen. It makes things grow bigger that we don't want, and draws in things we don't want, and throws things out that we don't want to lose, because that's our energy, our power. And so I feel like with this energy that's been going on here, you've been really focusing on your thought life, on your emotional life, where you're investing your energy. And here comes your soulmate, right? So I feel like it's the drawing together happens faster and faster, and there's an opportunity arising for you guys to actually meet. I don't feel like you've met them before with all these the aces and the newness and the magician. You're taking control of your energy, and you're focusing at what you want to happen rather than waiting, going, are they going to show up? You are putting forth your energy and thought, emotion, and action and energy to draw them to you. So I like it for you, Golden. And that's what they have for you right now. So many, many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Sio Shanta. Good to see you. Hello, hello. And you want to know, is SB talking to RC about you? All right. Let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know here. So we've got, I know this looks kind of intimidating, I know, but it's okay because you've got the nine swords are normally thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, but it's also the communication card. The nine of swords is normally the nightmare insomnia card. The 10 of swords is the ending, the exhaustion of trying to live up to things, right? So I feel like, are they talking is like SB talking to RC about you? I feel like with the nine of swords, this would be, yes, like there's this communication that is conflicting because an odd number is normally something, an obstacle in our road, right? But I feel like the other person puts an end to it. 10 is a number of endings and new beginnings. And I feel like that they just don't want to hear it if it's negative, right? So if SB is talking to RC about you and it's this, they're just like, no, that's okay. They're like cutting it off. So, as far as the message from Spirit for you here, these all represent like our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets, the fears of losing conditional love. And I feel like Spirit is kind of telling you in a roundabout way is that, you can't worry about what other people say about you and, invest a lot of energy in it. Don't lose sleep over it because in the end, people talking to people about other people, they're just talking about themselves. And people realize that. One, especially if they're gossiping. I know when people used to come to me, and they learned very quickly not to do it, but people come to talk to me about other people. One, I would wonder, what do you talk about me when I'm not around? you know, I'm like, if you'll talk about them, how do I know you're not talking about me? And then if they were like, well, so and so, da da da, I go, well, let's go find out. And I drag them over to the person and go, hey, we heard a rumor. We just want to get it cleared up. And the other person was like, oh my gosh. And we would get to the bottom of it. Well, people learn not to come gossip because I don't just, I wouldn't pass on more gossip and more conversations. I would go, let's go solve it. Let's just get it squared away. Let's just put an end to this right now. And what's great though is that people just stop sharing gossip with you. I was okay with it. Oh, great! I love it, Siashanta. So we're on the same wavelength there. So yeah, that's what I love from Spirit, telling you all this. So they're like, don't worry about it. So I like it. I love your sense of humor. Very, very good. All right, the real Hadisa, you are very welcome. So you want to know let's take a look here. So you want so informed you about who you'll be marrying because Capricorn has been getting love readings about marriage, and we talked about that. It is. I'm doing very well. Good to see you. Let's take a look here. So you want to know here, Hadisa here. So all right. So information about who you will be marrying. Okay. Well, I do feel it's going to be someone new. You have the Page of Cups here, which means new love. And the person have the Knight of Wands here. So it is someone that's very passionate, a lot of energy, a lot of movement. They're very active. They don't like sitting around not doing things. They like to be active. They like to be out and going, accomplishing things, out adventuring. So most likely, this is a Sagittarius energy. I don't know if you can see uh, let's see if it'll even focus that close. There it is. See the little arrow there? Right there. That's the Sagittarius symbol, but it can be any fire sign. I just feel like they have a lot of energy, a lot of, they love adventure. They're childlike in ways and not childish. Whoa, what a joy that would be. But childlike, they're just exciting. They like to see things and adventure. So I do like that type of energy for you, but I feel like it's someone new, someone that you don't know, someone that has this, it's like I said, with that Page of Cups, it's a new love that comes in. So I like that for you. And that's the little tidbit that they want to give to you right now. So that is what they have. Hadisa, so many blessings to you. And Frances Alexis, hello. You want to know, is Armanta serious about you? Let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. So serious, well, let's take a look here. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is new passion, new desire. So there is a lot of passion there. We have the Eight of Cups here, which is about leaving behind old emotions that no longer serve and moving away, to with the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So, serious, I would say they're in the process of, they have the passion, which means they have desire, they have attraction, the energy is there. And the Eight of Cups is like they're leaving behind old emotions, old connections, old ways of looking at love, and, with the cups being all about emotion, and they're moving forward. So I feel like there's seriousness there. But if you're talking about, like, are they serious about me? Like, are they all going to commit to you forever for the rest of my life? I don't think they're quite there yet. They have this passion, this attraction, and their emotions are progressing, and there's movement of their emotions forward. But I don't feel like they're all in yet, as far as like, this is who I'm going to be with the rest of my life, and I love you, I love you, I love you. No, they're not to that point. They're just, there's movement, which is good, but I just don't feel like it's to that extreme yet. So that is what I am feeling right now, Frances. So many blessings to you. And actually, oh my gosh, I think we have like abruptly reached the end, where we have completed all the readings. Before everyone takes off, though, I do want to make sure you're aware I do have a drawing every single Monday for a free personal recorded reading. Here's the link to the video, and I am celebrating. I started last Monday, so for the next 3 Mondays, so this next 2 Mondays coming up, I am celebrating reaching 1,500 plus subscribers on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. I could have, of course, done it without you. And as a way of giving back, I am giving away a 1-hour personal recorded reading each of those Mondays, and then also adding in 5 15-minute personal recorded readings as well. So I'll have a total of 6 winners next Monday. If you want to check out and get into the drawing, just check out that video, and that tells you all the skinny on all of it. So I am excited. I really loved doing the 6 giveaways. I already finished those readings and got them out. Really enjoyed doing them, and because I love, of course, doing personal readings, obviously. But that is what we have. So I can't believe on a Friday night, it's probably because it's St. Patty's Day, that we finished and got to the bottom of the free reading list. Normally, I don't get to the bottom of them, so it'll be an earlier evening. I'm usually on for 2 hours, but it's been an hour and a half, so that's still good. And thank you guys again so much for all your love, all your support. And please know, as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So hope you have a wonderful, St. Patty's Day if you celebrate that, but definitely enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night. I will be back on Saturday and Sunday. I'm twice a day on the weekends, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. So I'll be back at 11 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, and then also 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So if I don't see you, until then, you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Much love to you, and you guys hang in there and take care. So have a wonderful night. We'll see you.